We up.
Yep. Con, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 25. Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain.
Yeah, the Lord said he's against thee, O destroying mountain. That destroying mountain represents America, which is Babylon the Great. All right? When you read up in Jeremiah, the 51st chapter, it talks about the Lord is against Babylon. Okay? So America is Babylon. Because a mountain represents the seat of government. And America is the seat of wickedness, man.
That's right.
Because the American influence has basically poisoned the whole world, man. With its democracy, all wicked philosophies, right? Christianity. Okay? Well, brother mentioned earlier the LGBTQ community, all that gay pride shit. All right? That's basically corrupted the whole fucking world, man. And then on top of that, America's destroying this fucking world through what? Through its weaponry, man.
That's right.
Right? Brother mentioned about how they test nuclear missiles underground nowadays, man. See, most people don't even fucking know that, man.
Yeah, brother.
That's why they think, nobody's stupid enough to use nuclear missiles. They test them shits all the time, man. They always testing nuclear missiles. I forgot what year it was when they declared that they couldn't test it above ground anymore, because they used to test it out there in Area 51 in on certain islands off the Pacific. Yeah. I can't exactly remember what year. I remember I was looking it up.
That's the spirit, brother.
Yeah.
I don't remember the year either.
Right.
But I know one of the names was the Tsar Bomba.
Yeah.
They tested a nuclear device called the Tsar Bomba. Bro.
Right. So they detonate nuclear missiles underground. All right. In which all that radiation is in the earth. That's why all of that shit, people going shopping at Whole Foods and Trader Joe's and thinking you eating some real organic shit. The Lord said the earth is defiled, man. Because of the inhabitants thereof. Who's the one inhabiting? Matter of fact, get that scripture, man. Was that Isaiah 24? Get that scripture real quick, man. Because who's the one inhabiting everybody's fucking land? That's the so-called white man. He's the one who's defiling the whole fucking world, man. All right? Brother found that?
Isaiah 24:5.
We're going to jump back to the punch back.
The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
Read it again.
Isaiah 24:5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
Yeah, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. All right? Talking about the so-called white man. He defiled the whole planet Earth. Like I stated earlier, spreading his fucking wicked philosophies all throughout the world. Okay? Making GMO food, polluting the world on a physical scale. Testing his nuclear missiles underground with all that fucking radiation. It's the reason, that's one of the main reasons why you got all these goddamn earthquakes in places that ain't never had earthquakes before, man. Which that's one of the prophecies that Yahweh Shah told us to look out for. Earthquakes in diverse places. That's all at the fault of the so-called white man. You Caucasians, man. You goddamn devils, you Edomites, man. Alright? Read on.
It says, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
Change the laws, alright? Change the ordinances, transgressed the ordinances, broken the everlasting covenant. Meaning what? The so-called white man did everything in his power to break every law, statute, and commandment that Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah set up. Talking about all the laws found written in the Bible. Not only did he break every law found written in the Bible, but he promotes the breaking of the laws found written in the Holy Bible. That's why he allowed homosexuals to get married. And allows gay pride. Okay? When you read the scriptures, you so-called, well, I ain't not so-called, you goddamn homosexuals, you don't have no reason to be proud, man. The only thing promised to you is death. But the so-called white man allows you to get married and gives law and passes laws to protect you. That's a changing of the ordinances, man. Yeah.
Leviticus 18:22. Thou should not lie with mankind as with thou should not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is an abomination.
Yeah, that's common sense, man. That's common sense. All right? That's fucking self-explanatory, man. Okay, but the so-called white man, he's trying to teach kids to be homosexuals, man.
That's right.
He's trying to force that gay agenda on the youth. Now you got little boys wanting to be girls, little girls wanting to be boys. You know, they and their favorite celebrities are making it fucking trendy, man.
Baby clothes, though.
What's that?
Baby clothes. Babies?
Yeah.
They're making baby for genders. Babies. They don't even know they're making baby genders.
Hey. I'm talking about what? Little baby girls wearing blue
Yeah, like,
and baby
no,
boys
they
wearing
have
pink and all that
writings,
shit.
They have writings.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, shit is sickening, man. But that's what this devil is doing, man. All right? The Lord said that's an abomination, man. Meaning that's a filthy, wicked, despicable act, man. All right? Yeah, what you got in Proverbs?
29, Proverbs 29, verse 2. When
Yeah, bring that out.
when the wicked, when the wicked are in authority, the people rejoice.
When the, oh, yeah. Oh, read that again. Yeah.
Yeah. When the
Yeah,
righteous,
brother slipped out. It's
Yeah.
all right.
slip of the tongue, slip of the tongue. When the righteous are in authority,
After a
the
while,
people rejoice.
Yeah, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Do you see anybody rejoicing out here, man?
No.
Do you see anybody out here rejoicing? Go ahead.
But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. All right? And the majority of the people in the world is in a state of mourning. They're overtaxed. All right? Homelessness, crime, pollution. People got all kinds of diseases, cancer. Okay? The people are in a state of mourning. All right? Why? Because the wicked beareth rule. Who is the wicked according to the Bible? The so-called white man. You Caucasians. All right? Yeah, that was the point on that.
Jeremiah 51:1
Yep.
says, "Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me, the destroying wind."
Yeah, that destroying wind is them thermonuclear missiles, man. All right? Okay? Because those 200 million missiles going to be shot at America, man. And it's going to completely obliviate this fucking country, man. Go ahead.
"And will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her."
Yeah, we see that right now, man. Okay? All of the turmoil that's going to ultimately lead to the destruction of America. Racial injustice, all right? Pestilences, diseases, plagues, famine, all right? Sedition, okay? Because you're going to have the elites of this society is going to be met with a lot of resistance, man. The kings and leaders and rulers of these different municipalities in America are going to be met with a lot of resistance, man. Especially this upcoming collection, it's going to get crazy, man. Okay? Let Trump don't get in there, man. And watch how many of them crackers going to fucking wild out, man. All right? It's going to get crazy, man.
All right, man.
Kwame Ashala, that's right. Okay?
Spartan men of honor.
Yep. Hey, you so-called white people going into slavery according to the Bible.
That's right.
All right? Okay? Goddamn devils. You so-called white people are the Edomites according to the Bible. You're the goddamn devil.
That's
Be
right.
proud of it. That's okay. We got a scripture for that, man. Lamentations 4:21. It says, "Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom." All right?
That's right, brother.
Let him finish that. Yeah.
It says, "And I will send unto Babylon fanners that
Yep.
shall fan her."
Yeah, all of the fanning is taking place right now, man. like I said, man, that's all of the turmoil that's gonna lead to the destruction of America. All right? Hey, we experiencing this shit right now, man. The quality of this air right now because of the fucking wildfires in Canada.
It's horrible, brother.
You know, that's part of the fanning.
That's right, huh?
All right? Hey, the national debt. All right? Which is basically the demise of the US dollar. Once the US dollar drops, you people gonna be in for it, man. All right? All of that is the fanning. Everything that's gonna lead to the destruction of America, man.
It says, and shall empty her land, for in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about.
Yeah, that's right. How is the land of America gonna be empty? When countries like Russia, North Korea, Iran, the different countries in NATO that have nuclear capability launch their missiles at America. Once America gets plummeted with nuclear missiles, it ain't gonna be shit left in this land, man. That's how the land is gonna be empty. America's gonna become a mass desert. Go ahead.
Against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifted himself up in his brigandine and
Yup, and that's talking about America, all right, deploying their troops in all these different countries of the world, setting up embassies in all these different countries of the world, all right, trying to make other countries comply with the Illuminati's agenda of a new world order, setting up central banks, right, forcing them to get down with the United Nations, all right. Ultimately, like I said, a new world order, chipping the people throughout the world, microchipping them. Okay? How are they doing it? They do it by force. First of all, it all starts out. It all starts out with intelligence agencies like the CIA infiltrating other fucking countries, gathering intelligence from different countries, man. All right, and trying to get them to comply with the elites of this society. And if that doesn't work, the first thing they do is issue sanctions against them. You know, hit them where it hurts economically. And if that doesn't work, then they set up a fucking militia to invade those countries. All right? And then if that don't work, it leads into an all-out fucking war. And that's what we about to see, man. That's what we about to see. That's why America's still out there in the Middle East, trying to get countries like Iran and Syria to bow down to their will. All right, flood their GDP into the goddamn companies of these Illuminati families, man. But you got some of these world leaders that ain't going for it. All right, and that's going to eventually lead to a third world war. And that's what we hoping and praying for, man. And we know it's gonna happen because it's prophesied. Go ahead.
And spare ye.
Hey. How's Gay Pride Month treating you? How's Gay Pride Month treating you? Yeah? Well, you know you're gonna be destroyed, right?
That's right.
God hates lesbians.
That's right.
Yeah, we read it out of the Bible. Come here. We got a scripture for you.
Alright, let's get money. We're gonna visit that way.
All right?
You should have called a homeboy.
Huh?
Yeah.
Your homeboy.
It says, I'm finished up.
Yeah, go ahead. Yep.
And spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her hosts.
Yeah, that's right, man. So America's gonna be fucking wiped out, man. And all you dumb young motherfuckers joining the military, you're gonna be destroyed, man. You're gonna be destroyed. You're gonna get deployed overseas and you ain't gonna fucking come back, man. All right?
You gonna get shit back.
Yeah, that's right.
And then they go, well, how they gonna do it? They gonna hand your family member that flag folded up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, shit, they ain't even gonna get that. There's gonna be so much death in this
That's
society.
right, brother.
Man.
That's right.
The scriptures tell you that, man. Ain't gonna be no men to bury these motherfuckers, man.
That's right.
All right? So it's gonna get ugly out here.
Like to send you a letter.
Yeah.
All right, I got something. Oh shit! All right, cut. This the last one.
Huh?
Lamentation 4:21.
It's like 5-10 more minutes before it's up. We'll see how the spirit works out.
I got something good to
All right, go ahead.
This is Job 20 and Job 20 verse 12.
Yup.
Though the wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth.
That's right. Break it down.
Wow.
You break it down now.
So, going back to Job 20 and 12. Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue.
No, he would've
So
stopped if he was.
What he does, he tells you how he's going to build you up, and in the midst of him building you up and taking care of you, he sends somebody to cut you off or kill your family and take all your goods. Also, verse 13, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth. Like I said, he can talk about it all day, but at the end of the day, he'll break the contract. But you never know that he was the one that broke the contract, because he'll send someone to take care of you, and he'll stay with all your goods. That's going back to what the brother said about going back into other people's countries and taking their farmland and destroying their water and building up plants and all that and destroying their goods.
Get that in Psalms. Is that Psalms, is that 55 or is that 50? So it's not, so the words of his mouth is smoother than butter? 55 and 20?
So that's
This is the book of Psalms, chapter
Yeah, 'cause it
50.
goes right along what you just said.
Psalm chapter 55,
Pour it out.
verse 20. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant.
Yup, break it down.
So that's going into the so-called white man. You know what I mean? When you read it again, Psalm chapter 55, verse 20. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. As the so-called white man, he made peace treaties. And a good example of that is the Native Americans. You know what I mean? The Taino Indian, the indigenous peoples of the Americas, the Spaniards, the English, the French, the Dutch, the Spanish. Hey, they made peace treaties with the Northern Kingdom. And guess how many of them treaties they kept? Zero, man. You know what I mean? He put forth his hand against such as be at peace with him, man. You understand? Because the Native Americans, they didn't wage war against the so-called white man when he touched foot on the shores of the American continent, man. Though they entreated him with peace. He had put forth his hand against such as be at peace with him. He had broken his covenant. So all the treaties and the covenants that he made with the Native Americans, and he broke them, man. What did Columbus famously say? He could not put down his sword, I think for a couple of minutes or something like that.
For an hour.
For an hour, man. As he was shedding the blood. And he also said that these are people, they treated him so good that they can be easily overtaken, man, with a few men. Because they was not in the spirit of waging war against you Edomites that came over here, man. They treated you like brethren. Verse 21, the word of his mouth was smoother than butter. Kind of, that's how the so-called white man comes to this day, man.
Yeah, brother. For their hospitality, they received hostility
Right.
from the so-called white man.
Yup.
Right?
So the words of his mouth was smoother than butter. That's how the so-called white man invaded these countries, Afghanistan, Iraq. He came on national television and saying what? Oh, these people have weapons of mass destruction. These people are terrorists. And I've been making you believe it.
Quick one. It's like FBI. I don't know how they did it, but I don't know. In 1971, FBI went down to what is it? Nicaragua? Not Nicaragua. What is it? It says, let me. I have it here. But I know it was with bananas down in South America. They went down there and they took the land and they killed a whole lot of people just to plant bananas.
But that's what the so-called white man does when he invades these different countries.
But hey, even more recently, right? With the COVID-19 jab. Okay? They told you, oh, it's effective, it's gonna work, it's gonna be good. We're gonna make sure the unprivileged people of society get it first. We're gonna give it to old people first, right? And we're gonna give it to blacks and Hispanics first because we know that they live in neglected communities and such. They talk peaceful and smooth to you, man. Knowing goddamn well that jab ain't nothing but fucking venom, man. All right? That it's gonna wind up destroying you in the end. Well, we seeing that now with Jamie Foxx. Right? Yeah, right? He just he had a fucking stroke, man. It was paralyzed and went fucking blind in one eye, I believe. All right? After he took that goddamn jab. And they said he was a fucking health freak, man. They said Jamie Foxx was a health freak.
You about to play as Mike Tyson.
I got
Huh?
You about to act as Mike Tyson.
He was about to play Mike Tyson, right?
You have to be in shape for that.
Yeah.
And it's like 50 years old.
Hey, in last month, the CDC said a lot of people right now are suffering from something called tinnitus after taking that fucking jab, man. Now, tinnitus is a constant ringing sound that you hear in dead silence. You hear that in your mind. It's a constant ringing that you hear in your mind in dead silence, man. And these people that took that jab, they hearing that shit, and the Lord done turned the decibels all the fucking way up, man. And they tripping because they can't turn it off, man.
Oh shit.
All right. So the fucking white man is the devil, man. He's the goddamn devil. But he told you, hey, look, yeah, take this jab. It's gonna prevent you from catching the COVID. It's gonna make sure you don't die from the COVID. All right. If you take the jab. And then you morons went out there and took it, man. And what happened? Now you're feeling the after effects of it, man, or the side effects rather.
So like,
All right.
I just wanted to clear out what I was saying. This is the Nicaragua War. The Nicaragua War. It's called Banana Wars. And in 1932, that's when they finished their dirty work.
Yeah.
You know, they had taken over the land.
Who was that? The FBI or the CIA?
They sent the
CIA?
military. They sent the FBI, but they sent the United States military just to wipe those people out and take their land.
Yeah, that's typical.
Typical MO.
Yeah, that's the MO of the goddamn white man, so-called.
Psalm chapter 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war, like the brother just said, was in his heart.
Yeah, like these fucking politicians, man. All right. Every time election year comes about, they campaigning, they telling you all these smooth fucking things, man. How they gonna cut taxes, how they gonna bring home the troops, put an end to these fucking wars and skirmishes that they got out there. As soon as they get in office, what do? They hike taxes up, they overtax you, and they deploy troops in other parts of the fucking world, man. Right? They start a brand new fucking war, man. That's why I said war was in his heart. Though the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, they made all these goddamn promises, okay, to win your vote. And as soon as they get elected, what do? They do the contrary of everything that they fucking promised you niggas, man. Showing you that you so-called white people are the devil.
Right.
All right? Do you concur or you disagree? I thought, yeah, you would disagree because you're the damn devil. The devil don't tell the truth.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. All you so-called white people are the devil that the Bible speaks about, man.
Every last one of you.
Every last one of you, man.
There's no such thing as a so-called good white person.
Yeah.
That one is.
You know what, brother? You right.
Hey,
Yeah, that's right.
That's what they said about the Native Americans, man. The only good Indian is a dead Indian when they were conquering, you know what I mean, the Native Americans. The only good Indian is a dead Indian.
Right.
That shit is in writing. That is writing what you just said.
Yeah.
And they used,
Literally in writing.
and the so-called white man, the so-called white man, he used to give rewards out west for the scalps of Native Americans, man.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I remember Apostle McCall used to talk about that, man. Because that's why the guys started scalping the Edomites, man. Because they waged it first, man. Scalping means to like just rip off the
Scalp your head?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why they call it redskin. That's where
Right.
you get the word redskin from.
Gun.
Because of that.
This is Psalm 50,
Bring it out.
verse 20. Thou sittest and speakest against. It says, thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, Thou slanderest thy own mother's son.
Kind of, that's what Esau Edom do to what? The children of Israel. You know what I mean? Because he pushes the wickedness upon you, Jakes. He pushes the rap music, you know what I mean? The jab, the adultery, the murder upon you. And then he accuses you to the Most High, man. Telling the Most High, look at what your people is doing. But you allow this shit to go on, man. You pushing the shit to go on, man. The wickedness to go on. You understand? He accusing us, man. But guess what? You can't accuse the elect. Because we turn it back to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. And the elect is perfect in the eyes of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai through the blood of Yahweh Shai, man. So you can't accuse us.
That's right, brother. Romans 8:1.
Can't do that.
That's what it says. Verse 21. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such an one as thyself.
Kind of when the Lord said he kept silence, meaning that he hasn't taken immediate action. Man. You know what I mean? Because the so-called white man hasn't been judged of a nation for the last 500 years, man. So you thinking you cool, man. You know what I mean? And when the slave masters used to sell slaves, kill slaves, so on and so forth, hey, they were so-called Christians, man. And they used to say, blessed be the Lord, man. And the scriptures tell you that, man. You see that in the movie Nocturne, man. And Nocturne was a preacher for the so-called white slave master. You understand?
Yeah, they thought the Lord was dealing with them, man. You know, the so-called white man really thought the Lord was dealing with them. Like you said, that's why they call themselves Christians and such. All right? Because they knew about manifest destiny. You know, the elites of them devils knew about manifest destiny. But they taught the average white man that God is white, that the Lord, the Son of the Most High is white. So these crackers, they did all this shit to black people, thinking that God was white and was really for them. Okay? All right? Because if they really knew the truth, that the Most High was black and his son is black, then if they really believed that those were the true powers, Yahweh and Yahweh Shah, then they wouldn't have been so what's the word I want to say? They wouldn't have slaughtered us so vigorously, man. The way they did. But they'd have been, oh shit, that's God's people, man. Because you had other nations that ruled before the so-called white man that still showed favor unto Israel. All right? But when the so-called white man got in power, especially on this side, when they took over America and enslaved our people, they ruled over us without mercy. Mercilessly. Why? Because they thought that God was with them. You know, the God that they was imagining was that leprous, pale fucking devil that you niggas worship today, that you niggas worship every Sunday in the church.
He's a bullshit.
Yup, Cesare Borgia.
Says, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes.
Comes to the Lord setting the elect of Israel in order, man. You understand? And you seen it before, man. Now you see the tribes waking up, man. From Judah down to Issachar, across the four corners of the globe, man. 12 tribes of Israel, the 144,000 is being sealed up, man. And it's being set in order.
Yeah, and that's putting a monkey wrench in the plan of the elites. That's the reason why the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers can't sleep good at night, man. You know? You got all these jakes waking up to the fact that they're the Israelites. You see, the secret knowledge that you've been fucking suppressing through your finances, you know, for centuries, all right, has finally come to naught because what? Jake is waking up now. Then they're waking up more and more. There's more awareness about who the